How to make a quiz on Canva. In this video, we're going to be talking about Canva and how you can easily go ahead and make a quiz on it. Now, the easiest and most simplest way to start and make yourself a quiz is to basically go ahead and start off with your Canva's main frame. Okay, now the quiz that we're going to be making is going to be in a video form, and I'm going to be showing you each element and each, effect that you're going to need to add for your quiz to actually look good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to create a design. And once you come to create a design, you're going to go ahead and search up YouTube. Okay, because we're going to want our video to be in a landscape YouTube format. Now, once we come over to YouTube, as we can see, it starts creating our template. Now, in this template, what you're going to want to do is obviously it's going to give us an untitled design form. Now, in this untitled design, what you're going to want to do is, first of all, we're going to want a solid color in the background. And with the solid color, we're going to go to text. And in the text, you're going to choose a nice looking font that you think is going to work well with the quiz. Okay. So let's say I'm going to come over here and we're going to go ahead and write pop quiz. There we go. So once you've written that, you can go ahead and adjust its sizing. Let's say I'm going to bring it here. And then you can obviously write down the detailings of the quiz, letting people know what, they are to expect out of this quiz, how much time they're going to have, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and write that as well. So let's say I'm going to choose this text, bring it here. Let's say I'm going to write the topic of the quiz. So geography for, let's say, 8th graders. So we're going to go ahead and write that. And obviously you're going to make the size a bit smaller if it's not fitting in the, main diagram. Once you do that, we're going to come and geography for 8th graders. I'm going to remove this. You will have, let's say, 30 seconds with each question. So we're going to go ahead and write this down. And obviously, if the page seems too empty, you can go ahead and add a few elements in it. But obviously, it seems pretty clean. It seems pretty straightforward. And personally, I wouldn't want to go ahead and add anything into this. But you can pretty much go ahead and add anything you want into it. So, there's tons and tons of elements, a lot of free elements that you can actually add into it. So let's say we have something like this. You can add this over here if you want to. You can, go ahead and change its rotations and all. So just like that, adjust things for yourself as likely as you want them to. And once you have done this, what you're going to do is obviously you're going to make sure that all these things are going to be roughly animated. So let's say I'm going to add a photo rise in all of this. Now, once a photo rise is made, obviously you're going to make sure the timing is somewhere around 8.5 seconds. So there we go. It's going to look something like that. Now, once this is done, what you can do is you can actually go further on into your design. Let's say I'm gonna add this video over here, add as a new page. Now this is gonna be our second video. Now in this, what you can do is, let's say I'm gonna remove all of that, and let's keep the color dark. That looks cool enough. Now over here, what you're gonna do is, first of all, we're gonna go into elements, and I'm gonna bring up a few rectangles. So first of all, we're going to bring a rectangle for the question, which is going to be right about here. Increase its size. There we go. And you can write down your question. Where is, let's say, Uganda located? So, write in questions like that. And once this question is done, you can obviously number the questions as well. So I'm going to do the numbering later on. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, paste it. And once we paste it, I'm going to bring it up here. And over here, what you're going to be doing is you're going to add your options. Okay. So let's say I'm going to add 3 options. So the first option is going to be, let's say Canada. Okay. And once this is done, copy it, paste it, bring it slightly lower. There we go. Then the second option can be America. And then the third option, obviously, we're going to add Africa. There we go. So we're going to add Africa over here. There we go. Now, first, you're going to add a number with this question. Obviously, choose a good font for the number. So let's say we have this. I'm going to add number 1. There we go. So once you've added this, make it smaller. Bring it right about here. So this is the number 1 question. And obviously, you can add the different, you could say, alphabets with it, which is going to be ABC. So I'm going to choose this font for the alphabets. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to keep that and remove this upper part. There we go. So now, first of all, we have A. Okay. And once we've chosen A, you're going to make it smaller. And we're going to bring it here. That's our option A. We're going to copy it, bring it down here. This is going to be option B. And then we're going to copy this, paste it, bring it down here. And this is going to be our option C. There we go. So once we have this, knocked in, it's going to look pretty standard. It looks going to look pretty good. You can obviously change the coloring. You can keep it on a dark color. But if you don't want it to be, so dark, you can, pretty much change any contrast of it. And you can even add gradients to the background if you want to. But as you can see, this is how your pop quiz is going to look. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this page and, keep a timer for this page. Let's say I'm going to come here, go ahead and write clock. And obviously, you're going to want to make sure to choose a clock that is animated, just like this one. And once you've added this animated clock right about here, there we go. You can keep a 30-second timer on it. Let's say I'm going to keep the timer of this page to a few seconds as well. So the timing for this is going to be 30 seconds. There we go. Obviously, you can change the timing for this page as well if you want to. The timing for this page, although, is 30 seconds. Now, after 30 seconds, once the time is done, you're going to go ahead and, let's say, I'm going to come over to Africa, and you can make this green, okay? And obviously, you're going to want to make sure that the box color is green and not the text, okay? So we choose the box, just like this. Come over to the box, and we're going to come here, go to green, and here we are. So you're going to make it green, and then you can, add elements of congrats or congratulations right in the middle where the clock used to be. So there we go. You can add this right about here, and you can obviously add a transition onto it as well that pans in just as so, or you can bring it in a baseline, bring it in a succession, etc. So now that we go ahead and view it out, here's our pop quiz, geography for 8th graders. You will have 30 seconds with each question. Now here's our question. Where is Uganda located? Canada, America, Africa. Now, whenever someone chooses the correct one, as you can see, it's going to turn green and the animation is going to come in. There we go. So that is how you can make a pop quiz on Canva in the easiest and most simplest way. And if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. Till then, that is all from me, and I'll be seeing all of you wonderful people in the very next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.